Hey guys, today we have a balanced patch to talk about, and I really like this one. I looked through it before I recorded a video a couple of days ago because I was on vacation. They dropped this thing out of nowhere while I was away, so I couldn't make a video to talk about it. And they said that there's still another update coming at the end of the month, which means something big is coming. Maybe. I don't know anything about that, but let's talk about the balance patch. I kind of really like this balance patch, by the way. For a long time, this is one of the first balance patch that I looked through, and it was like, whoa. That wasn't so bad. First, it's going to be a Dark Panda Warrior. I think it's a nerf. Decrease the incoming damage by only 30%. So they nerfed the damage reduction from 50% to 30%. Not too bad. Dark Panda is very strong. One of the strongest LD5 in PvP at the moment, surprisingly, after like 10 years. But very, very strong. So small nerf to Dark Panda. Still the same unit, still very, very strong. One Violent proc, the Dark Panda can delete a unit. Valkyrie Water. The 20% damage reduction effect against non-critical hit is removed. Oh, wait, hold up. They take away one thing from the Water Valkyrie? Still one of the strongest water tank in the entire game. To be honest, you probably still see her around a whole lot. Battlewind Angel Sonia. Oh my god, that ain't nothing Obabo. The damage dealt increased by up to only 50% now, not 100%. So she was doing like massive damage before. They are throwing a big nerf on this thing. Half the damage increase. Not like a bit, but half. Oh my god, that is pretty bad. The chance of receiving a glancing hit increased by twice. Oh, so when I read this and when I read the analysis on Reddit, so she would deal less damage, but the chance of her receiving a glancing hit get achieved a bit easier, which is great. Increase her survivability but lower her damage output. But that is a big nerf to damage though. I wonder if she's still going to be relevant in Siege. But her rune requirement definitely went up a whole lot. Twin Angel. Okay, Twin Angel. All of them will now only increase 10% attack bar. Okay. Twin Angel Water will heal less by 5%. Ooh, they're nerfing all the Twin Angel. The Twin Angel spam is on the rise. I mean, not on the rise. The Twin Angel spam has been very, very annoying. Twin Angel Wind will now decrease the attack speed of all enemies by only 60%. Wow, one of the only... how do I say, consistent Twin Angel get nerfed down to another RNG piece of shit. Unbelievable. Twin Angel Dark. Decrease defense of all enemies for 3 turns with a 75%. Oh, they buffed the Dark Twin Angel because they nerfed the skill 1, so they gotta buff the skill 3. I think they still need to buff Dark Twin Angel a little bit more though. Spectre, Princess, Water, and Dark. The skill cooldown reduction for the skill 2 when the arsenal is full is removed. Oh! Nerfing Water Spectre Princess. That's kind of sad though. I think she's really good, but like, is it that good? And she doesn't get like the extra buff when you nerf something. All right, the Dark one is really, really good. But the Water one, is she that broken to be nerfed? Like, I think she's really good in maybe arena offense and like siege offense. I think siege defense like okay, not that crazy. But damn, Water Spectre Princess with a nerf though. The Dark one is really, really strong. Very fun to play with. Spectre Princess Fire Wind Light. They changed the skill 2. So now the skill 2 will remove all beneficial effect granted on the selected enemy target and then attack all enemies with an attack that deal more damage according to their max HP to stun them for 1 turn with a 50% chance. Enemy defeated by this attack and enemies already defeated when this attack is used cannot be revived during the battle. Wait, enemies already defeated. So if something is dead in the field and they use this skill, they now block the revive all the already dead unit as well. But single target strip and AoE stun. Not too bad. I kind of like that. And no more weird gimmick with scale with dead enemy, whatever. Just scale with their max HP. A bit simpler to build. So it went from single target stun to AoE stun and single target strip. So if you have like an AoE strip character to strip before this character move, this will be like the how do I say, the plan B strip, because you never know when you're gonna get resisted, right? Then you have another small layer of strip, kind of remind you of, let's say, the water cannon girl. A single target strip into AoE control. Welcome change. I still don't have the Fire Spectre Princess. I think Fire Spectre Princess is one of the better AoE control unit in the game, but I still don't have her yet. And then when they buff the Spectre Princess Awakening into speed, then it's gonna be insane. Anyway, moving on to Bayek Dark. Will now increase the attack bar after you attack on your turn. Doesn't have to have the stun condition anymore. So still a not very good unit, I would say. Still very RNG. Still very hard to use in a four-man team situation. Still not very good against like Josephine because you get absolutely shit on. Still no damage, not a lot of control. But when RNG hit the right spot, then the Dark Bayek can be really good. All Yennefer will block target from removing harmful effect for one turn with a 30% chance. I think that is the skill one. Okay, that's pretty cool. They are a debuff family. Yennefer, Wind, and Dark will have lower cooldown for the magic shield. Okay, I think that's pretty cool as well, especially for the Dark one. The Dark one is kind of a unique character. It can AoE control and AoE protect. Very cool character, to be honest, but very heavily counter by Juno. But with the skill one having anti-cleanse, oh, the Dark one seems really, really good at the moment. And I don't have it, except for my alt account that I don't play. Hacker Fire will now deal more damage. Wait, whenever an enemy gains a turn, HP reduced by 4% instead of 3%. Oh, more damage. Fire Hacker buff? Hey, yo, I really love this character. So, better damage on arena offense, better damage in RTA. Absolutely incredible. Geralt Dark. Here we go. We have increased attack power by 100% instead of increased damage now. And increased attack power means more bomb damage. Finally. How long did that take? How long did they take to realize that the Dark Geralt need the buff to bomb damage? And this is how they do it. Increased attack power. Geralt, Wind, and Dark. The second attack will stun enemy for one turn with a 50% chance. Oh, with skill up, it's gonna go up even higher. So I really like this change to a Dark Geralt for bigger bomb damage, more stun, much more fun to use. Demon Dark. Reset the cooldown of Madness Judgment when revived by this effect. Oh, the problem with the Dark Demon is that if you get to move outside of your comeback mechanic, you can't really use skill 2 properly because you gotta save it for the comeback. But now you can use it, you get revived, you can use it again. I think that's a very cool buff for the Dark Demon. So you can build it fast and it can start using the skill 2 pretty much immediately, which is very cool. Monkey King Dark. Block all enemies from removing harmful effect for one turn. Dude, having anti-cleanse on debuff unit is very, very good. We see that with Beth. We see that with Layla. It is very fun and very, very strong to counter all the cleansing unit like Juno, Gapsu, Veramos, that kind of shit. So that is very good for Dark Monkey King right there. Polar Queen Water. Damage increased by 12%. Oh, Lucifer Cleave coming back, baby. I like that. Inosuke Fire Wind Dark. Change the silence to provoke. Ah. Finally, I kind of like that for the Fire Inosuke. I don't really care too much about the Wind one and Dark one at the moment, but the Fire one, the Fire Tank, can have AoE Provoke now. I like that. Draken Warrior Wind. Decrease HP of enemies with beneficial effect removed by 30%. You know what? That might make the strip damage really good now. Like Loki, 30%? That's like a lot of damage. Combined with maybe artifact damage? Yo, that might be really good. Like, this Loki will make Draken Warrior Wind skill 3 just instantly take almost half the entire enemy team health. Right? Wait, that sounds kind of strong as an opener. Draken Warrior Fire and Dark. Recover HP by 50% damage dealt. That's very cool. I like that. But doesn't really change what the unit can really do. So just better at what they're doing before. Beetle Guardian Dark. So I never really play around with this unit and they're already buffing it, which is very, very good. So attack all enemies 2 times to increase their cooldown time by 1 turn with a 100%. Oh, so now you... Oh, wow. I guess they just put the skill up into the skill and now make the skill up less cool. Could have changed it to like cooldown reduction or something. But I guess he's more consistent without skill up. But very consistent. I like that. I like consistency. Not like fucking Twin Angel, okay? Just inconsistent RNG piece of shit. But we have consistency now. In Beetle Guardian Dark, very, very cool. Beetle Guardian Fire. Oh, I was playing with this guy for so long. Grant Endure on all allies for 1 turn if an ally takes fatal damage from an attack that ignore defense. So I try to use this against Odin. So Odin would clap one of the teammate. That teammate gets Endure. And then Odin would Violent proc, steal the Endure. Violent proc clap the teammate again. And you can't really do anything about that. I'm not sure if grant endure on all allies really means something, because the only time you use this character is against maybe single target ignore defense in Siege. I guess you can say that, ooh, against Lucian, you now have endure on the entire team. But like, Lucian has fallen off in arena offense quite a whole lot, to be honest. Like, it's really hard to Lucian people at high rank. Maybe this will block all the Lucian altogether. Like, this is just like straight up like fuck Lucian, right? If you get hit with the Lucian AoE, the entire team grant endure and nobody will die whatsoever. And maybe if you put this in your Siege defense, is never Lucianable anymore because everybody get endure. So maybe this is just like the last straw, the last stand against Lucian, which is great. But I think people has evolved to not rely on Lucian too much in most of their attack teams. But this is a great thing, right? Nobody put Lucian on defense. There's no like AoE ignore defense defense team. So I don't think this is going to be very good against Odin in a way, but it's definitely pretty good against Lucian, I think. And also more buff, maybe if you pair with Gelnir, it's going to be better as well. Beetle Guardian, Fire Windlight, Majestic Tie. Will recover your HP and the HP of the ally with the lowest HP ratio by 20%. Oh, a mini AoE heal. I'll take that. I mean, it's not like crazy good, but I'll take that. You see what Camilla can do when you make that heal sort of AoE and teammate. Oh, I just bit myself. In the long run, it can be very annoying. Cassandra Win. Nobody uses character. So, effect change. No longer increased chance of glancing hit. Wait, what? Increase the damage by 30% if enemy attack power is lower than yours. Huh? Wait, I kind of like the glancing hit. Because you can counter Vert in a way. Because this skill doesn't glance. Are they trying to make this like an AoE cleave character? So it can push back, it will not glance, and now it does huge damage. So in a way, it's like a soft cleaver. I don't know, man. I like the glancing hit though. But then nobody really used her, so the glancing hit didn't really matter. Maybe with a damage boost, she will be used more, potentially. Unicorn Water will now heal more each turn. Oh, that is just like a fucking TOA hell buff, to be honest. Unicorn, Water, and Light. The provoke will now, oh my god, the provoke is now 100%. It used to be 75, so RNG. But now it's a bit more consistent. I like that a lot. And a Light Unicorn just got buff. I like that. Buff my LD5. Unicorn Win. Oh, human form. Oh, inflict continuous damage for 1 turn with a 50% chance regardless of removal. Oh, if you land dot, it's even more damage. That is very, very good. I like that a lot. Paladin Win. Paladin Win? Wait, she can decrease defense with a 25% chance instead of the attack power reduction. I really like the attack power reduction, but I also really like decreased defense. And she's gonna be like a Wusa with decreased defense because she can shield immunity, heal, and decrease defense. Holy shit. She's really good. Occult Girl Dark. Damage increased by 20%. It's kind of funny, right? They nerf her. They kind of nerf her damage with the less hit in skill 3, I think. And now they buff her damage. Cannot make up their mind. Occult Girl Water and Dark. The recovery amount is increased by 30% for ally with harmful effect removed. Whoa. That's like a fat buff to their healing power. Wow. Cannon Girl Win. When fully accumulated, remove all harmful effect excluding... Oh wait. The Christina Win Cannon Girl will now remove all harmful effect including stun. I was complaining about this thing. Like, the one thing I want them to remove is the freaking stun. And she could not remove stun back then. But now she can. Wait, she's like a soft light vampire. In a way. Huh. That's kind of cool, but then the light vampire cannot be defeated. She can still be defeated though. So, but still, that's very cool. Maybe she's gonna be very good as a bruiser build for like RTA because she can defense break and Oblivion, which is low-key kind of good at the same time. Hell Lady Water. To be each hit decrease defense for 2 turns and block harmful effect removal for 2 turns. Each hit. They just make Hell Lady Water one of the most consistent defense break against non-win character in the entire game. And block... Oh my god. Wait, what the heck? Wait, water Helity is actually insane. Wait a minute. Water Helity is actually really insane for this one because she can push back bar as well, right? Wow. They buff Fire Hacker and Water Helity. Am I gonna be bringing back the Layla team? That is so much fun. Helity Fire. Grant Endure on yourself for 2 turns when target is defeated. Okay, that's pretty cool, I guess. Beast Rider Dismounted will, instead of decrease speed, will now have more speed by 15%. They used to be one of the most broken family in the game. And now they got a small buff to their human form. Holy Cookie Macaroon God Fire. Increase defense for all allies for 2 turns. 2 turns! That is really good. Oh my god, this Holy Berry family is like busted as hell. So much defense buff. But I love it though. I love more defense scaling thing because defense scaling in this game feels like a debuff with the freaking artifact system. But the more defense scaling thing we have, the more fun Siege and Wargear battle can become. Joker Light will now Joker Light can now install a bomb with 50% chance. Low key, that's kind of fire. Whoa. Whoa. Getting closer and closer to Gianna at this level. Because Gianna is very good at bomb, strip. This guy can do it AoE. It's kind of fun. Nailstone Fighter Water will now disturb HP recovery for 2 turns each. Oh, they take away the dot. They put in the heal block. Because the dot is very shit in PvE because most bosses, or all bosses, are immune to dot. But heal block can be usable in some cases. And damage is increased by approximately 12%. I'll take that. Nailstone Fighter Fire will now counterattack. Will now counterattack with a relentless strike when your HP fell below 30%. Whoa. So he used to be built on revenge so that he can revenge and do some funny thing. But now he just revenge, buff his own crit rate, and skill 1 can buff his own attack, and then heal back, and then follow up with another skill 2, and then after destroy the enemy. Wait, that is kind of fun. That is kind of exciting. Nailstone Wind. Attack the enemy 2 times to decrease the attack bar by 75%. Oh, I'll take that. I will take that. More attack bar reduction. Nailstone Fighter Dark. 7% damage boost. Gigabit. Death Knight Water. Decline will now grant recovery on overlife for 3 turns. Very good. Death Knight Fire Wind Light will now heal more. Very good. I'll take that. I use these characters like sometimes, but not all the time. And the buff to Fire, Wind Light, Death Knight is very good for Siege 4-star. Rakshasha Water will now, if the attack land is a critical hit, then she's guaranteed to stun. Oh, okay. Not very important. Rakshasha Fire. Attack again with a 100% chance when attacking a wind monster. Wow, she really hates wind monster, but that sounds like a lot of fun. Because if you build Rakshasha Fire with full damage build, the damage is humongous. Rakshasha Dark will now absorb attack by 25%. Wait, she can defense break and absorb attack bar with skill 3. That is low-key just Han, but like less consistent. But that is low-key just Han. Wait, that's kind of crazy. Oh my god. I really like that. Ah, but another balance patch with no awakening change and no leader skill. Where are they? Like, those are usually like very fun. And none of the base stat changes as well. But a lot of fun skill change. I really like the skill changes. If they can top this off with like a bit of a sprinkle, bit of stat change and awakening change and leader skill change. Oh my god, that would be like a 9 out of 10 for me. Like, this is like a solid 7.5 out of 10 so far. Looking very fun and exciting. A lot of fun things to test out and have fun with, to be honest. Actually very enjoyable looking balance patch. And the less I play RTA, the more I like the game. Is that weird? Is that weird, guys? But overall, very fun, very excited to try all the things. I know I'm a bit late in this one, but I will try to bring as much content as possible. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.